So you are watching Caribbean
Okay.
Vibrations, and we are sitting here with the principal cast of the amazing new series from CBC and BT original, The Porter. Now, this is an upcoming drama series that deals with a lot of issues: racism, Black Canadian history, the migration of Caribbean people, as well as colorism, all against the backdrop of the birth of the world's first Black union, the Porters. First question we ask all our people is, where do you represent? So Lauren, you start and tell us where you represent from the Caribbean.
Well, my father is Jamaican, but and my mother is West African, American. But no one claims me because I know nothing about any side of the culture. My father was a deadbeat, so I literally got nothing for you. But I do love Jamaican food.
We'll take that. We'll take that. But you're still a yachty, so we gotta appreciate the fact that
I try so hard, and Ronnie and they make fun of me, but I really try so hard to keep up with the slang.
Ask her to say something. Ask her to say something.
Say something Jamaican.
Rock up, see, blah blah.
Okay, thank
Rock up,
you. Mel. Not just Jamaican, you're also Vinci. So tell us a little bit about being from Vinci.
I haven't gotten over the rock up seed, blah blah. Yo, listen, Lauren, you're one of us. It doesn't matter if you
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. Trust me.
Thanks.
Everybody claims that wasn't born in Jamaica claims they can do the best Jamaican accent and then get frayed. So my mother's Jamaican and my father is Vincentian, Saint Vincent, and that's the pairing of my life. The Caribbean culture of being from London is huge. I know it's big in Toronto as well. And so it's actually part of the fabric of almost everything I do. I just did a movie which was a British Caribbean movie. I've done the Jamaican Yardie with Idris Elba. And then with this here, I loved being able to drop back into the accent, which, by the way, Lauren, I only perfected when I did Yardie. So don't worry, there's time for you. You know what I mean? I only perfected it when I did Yardie. But I loved being able to switch between the Jamaican inflections with that kind of Canadian Nova Scotian accent. I actually learned a lot about that migration only when I did this project. I've got Canadian family that are from St. Vincent actually, but I didn't know about how old the migration was, and I love it. I love it. And actually, when I moved, when I went to Canada to do the show, it's been a great shorthand because often when I'm working with African Americans, we don't necessarily have that Caribbean shorthand, and so me and Ronnie would have it, and yeah.
Jump from UML to Ronnie. You're from Jamaica, but what part of Jamaica? Where do you represent in the yard?
Kingston, all day, city, man, city.
That's it, man.
Everybody else they come from Kingston and not necessarily from Kingston,
Now it's interesting. Before Lauren, I knew your history. I only knew about the other two ladies being Caribbean and African, so they're a mix-up. So what was it like for you ladies one being Nigerian, Jamaican, one being Haitian, Malayan? What kind of experience was that for you guys growing up? Because that's kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Well, I grew up mostly with my dad and my Malian family, but I think it was 2010, I went to Haiti for the first time, and it was like an instant feeling of being at home. I feel much more connected to Haitian culture in certain aspects because it's much less rigid than, say, Muslim Malian culture. But I haven't really had a Toronto Haitian experience. My experience here has been mostly with my African family.
And for Lanika, for you?
My mom is Jamaican. My father's Nigerian. I've spent equal amounts of time on both sides. Been in both countries. I was born in Canada, but I was taken to Jamaica before the age of 1, and I returned when I was 11. So I have a country girl from St. Anne's Jamaican upbringing. So farm girl, completely helping out with harvesting the land, there's just so much memories there, and all those memories I bring to the work. So I get to work in that accent all the time, both of the accents, and it's not hard to hear the other accents, to adapt the other islands, or to adapt the other African countries, and even to adapt African American or specifically Black Canadian or whatnot. It's my ear is trained to hear them, and I think it's because I started out with a different accent before coming to Canada. So, because my first language was Patois.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so, yeah, that's my experience with it. I get to play a lot of different Black characters from different places in the world.